Kicking off the full offensive scheme, we're going to be starting off in Gun Bunch, New York Jets offensive playbook. Be sure you guys hit that sub button to not miss out on any other plays that we cover, which there's going to be a lot in the Jets offense. Now, the foundational play, the play that we're going to be using pretty much 80 to 90% of the time is going to be flood. Until they show you that they can stop it, you're going to run flood every single down. Now, we have Devontae Adams in the slot. The next two guys are going to be Tavon Austin, and then you're also going to have to manually put Valdez-Scantling back in. We just want speed for this guy and that guy. In the slot, you always want to have a route tech. What do? When in doubt, we flood it out. Now, we're going to go ahead and just do random play right off rip. And this is the setup. Really easy, quick snap play. You just simply put your running back on an option route. And then, I like to look at the defense pre-snap. This looks like it could potentially be a cover 2 man. I don't think it is. I think it's a cover 4. And so if it's a cover 4 or a cover 3 that is not with hard flats, you can look to the check down from the tight end every single time. So we're going to snap this ball. Look to the check down. That was a cover 4. It's probably a cover 4 quarters or something like that. But you always look to the flats if it's a stock cover 3, again, without a hard flat, or a cover 4, again, stock without a hard flat. But when they start changing up and they go into something like a cover 2, this is where we have to start changing the reads and utilize motion snapping. So we're going to go back into Gun Bunch. Again, flood. Flood. That's all we're going to do. Against a cover 2, we have 3 different reads right here. Well, I guess technically, basically everybody, all right? Basically everybody is going to be a read, but the reads are going to be a little bit different, at least as far as the progression goes. If they're running stock zone drops, it's by default. The fade route is going to get you some huge yards if it is a hard flat or a soft squat. Cloud flats, they tend to play it a little bit deeper or deep enough to where they pass it off to the deep half. But we're going to motion this guy out, and we're going to look for him with a pass lead to the outside. I will say, and somehow he drops that. I will say this, if you're going to be running Gun Bunch, you must have Gunslinger. So again, one final thing I forgot also, make sure you have a hash mark. Make sure you're always having Bunch on the wide side, not the short side. But just simply motion him out. I like to motion snap him so he doesn't get jammed at the line. And just look for a simple pass lead to the right. Again, without Gunslinger, you will not make that throw. Guaranteed to not make it. Now, if we go ahead and just run this stock, we got to kind of wait on this flat route. If you throw the flat route a little bit early, you're really not going to get a whole lot of yards. You're not going to be able to maximize the opportunity you have for that. We've got to wait for the out route from the slot to kind of pull that cloud flat back. So this is one that you kind of got to wait a little bit longer on to get some more yards out of it. Right there, we get, instead of about 3 or 4, we get about 5 yards. It's not much, but again, it's an option, right? Now, the moment the shade down, and let's say this is now cover 2 hard flat, kind of show you guys what I'm talking about, we can now go ahead and hit this over the top for a huge gain. So again, option route, motion him out, snap the ball. Look at that, bang, dot, and that's almost, if we had a little bit of stick work and they actually clicked on, that would be practically a walking touchdown. Soft squats are similar to cloud flats, but if there is a flat, they tend to bite down more than they do play over the top. We're going to take advantage of that by motioning this guy out. He's going to play it temporarily, but then he'll rally down to flats, and you can see we can pass lead that out route straight up about 1 o'clock, and we can hit that for an easy dot. The soft squat plays back, but then rallies to the flats, and it passes off the fade route to the deep half. So we can't really hit that fade route all too well because the window's just simply not there. Most people are going to Mabel Gun Bunch. All right, so we're going to go into big nickel over G. We're going to go into, first off, before we even do that, we're going to go ahead and set these zone drops to how some people might like to do it, something kind of like this. All right, 15 for your flats, 5 for your curl flats. That takes away the flat route. And then the flats take away the out route. So let's just go ahead and keep big nickel matching our strength for strength. Gun Bunch, flood. And let's just drop this guy into a curl flat. Okay, and maybe even put this guy into middle third. And most people are going to run it something like this. Blitzer user, of course. And they just guard whatever they need to. Double Mabel, right? Double Mabel. Everybody knows how this works. There should be nothing new. I'm going to go ahead and drop Barnes into a spy, and I'm going to hop on this defensive tackle. Now, we're going to go ahead and set it up, and we're going to assume the user is going to take away the option route. All right, so we're going to go ahead and snap the ball. We're going to look for the option route. We're actually going to go ahead and hit the dig route. Now, you guys may be thinking, okay, they're going to user that. Yes, that's actually what we want them to do. So again, if they were to go ahead and flip it, and let's just drop this guy into a curl flat. Let's just assume he's going to use the dig route. All right. Again, set this up similar to something like that. This is going to be a pretty good way to take it away. Again, we're going to hop back onto the D line. Assume they're going to take away the dig route, option route, and just watch the magic. Literally just watch the magic. We can hit that streak. We can hit this option route. We can actually playmaker him inside, and he's right there. Again, about, well, I think that's close to a first down. We are able to utilize that as a playmaker now, but you can also hit it even quicker. And because we have backfield mismatch, well, he's going to ag him. Now, to kind of really top this off, we're going to go into a cover 3. So we're going to go ahead and just look for either the dig or the hitch. One of the two hitches, because when they start double mapling, and I'll talk about this right now in the 3-3-5 wide, you take advantage of that, because in a 3-3-5 wide, and this is the biggest weakness about it, they cannot guard both hitches. They have to pick and choose. And if people want to use double maple, by all means, use double maple. So Mike Blitz 3, we're going to be using Flood to destroy Mike Blitz 3. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set this bad boy up. Everybody knows how they run it. Double maple. Why am I on the right controller? I'm on the wrong controller. We'll just shade down real fast and put these guys into curl flat, put this guy into curl flat, spread, slant outside, and this is our user, right? This is how a lot of people like to run their 3-3-5. I'm going to go ahead and just drop Barnes into a spy and just assume he's going to use her. We'll go ahead and we'll quick adjust, okay? We will quick adjust him and man him up to the running back. Just assume he's using it. We cannot hit that as an option at all. So if they're going to go ahead and run a double maple against you, this is how you're going to attack a double maple. Unless you want to bomb them over the top, you then just block your running back and you hit it over the top for a one-play touchdown. Otherwise, run it just like this every single down. Snap the ball, make a simple read. Okay, so again, you see right there, he uses the running back. We're going to go ahead and take the little dig route across. Most people are going to pass the running back off to the hard flat, the curl flat, and then work their way back to the dig route. But again, the same principle applies. If, and this is a big if they want to go ahead and try their best to guard everything, so let's just assume hook curl. Okay, I'm just going to put him in hook curl, or, well, if you man him up to running back, the running back breaks to the outside. If they try and use everything, both hitch and dig route, snap the ball, and just force them to guard what they're going to guard. Eventually, they will have to peel off one of those two hitches and guard the dig route. Otherwise, they're going to give up more yards than they wanted to. So it's a very simple play. Couple different setups you guys have. You can just put the option route. You can block your running back to hit the fade route over the top for a one-play touchdown against cover 3. You can also hit it for big yards against cover 2. Or you can attack the double maple very, very easily as well. So if that is what you want from this channel, well, you came to the right place, okay? Hit that sub button, and we will catch you in the following part of this full offensive scheme out of the New York Jets offensive playbook.